Hello, hello. There we go. Go live. How's it? How's it? Oh, hold on. There's the rain. I hear him. No, down Auloa gas station was raining, and I'm like, ah. Got to the graveyard, it was like fine. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah, I started seeing it clear up. Right? It'd be better, but it's along the mountainside. So
Yep.
you need to expect that.
Yep. Hey guys, how's it? Brenda, Aloha Cricket, Uilani, Sandra. How's it? Whew. Okay, so we are probably gonna get wet. We get look at you, bro. What is that one? Fireman?
It's an overcoat. It's my DoorDash overcoat. I'm prepared for everything.
Hey, I live Kaneohe, bro. I'm prepared to get wet.
Not if it gets cold.
Oh.
Yeah, I got extra clothes in the truck. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I get extra clothes a couple miles down the road. Sandra, how's it? Melody, how's it? Man, what is going on? See, look, I get 3 bars to 2 bars of 5G, and it's still cutting out.
Mountain.
Thanks, Sandy. Well, the mountain would usually affect the signal, like the bars. Scott, how's it? Faye, how's it? Trying to reconnect. Right? Isn't that like if you're in a mountain, you'll lose your bars.
Right.
It won't give you 2 bars and look, trying to reconnect.
Oh, wow. Is that what, Facebook gone down? Or
Yeah.
YouTube?
Facebook. YouTube is fine. Same freaking. Huh? Yeah. Maybe it's the iPhone. Maybe I should switch them. Yeah, Facebook is glitchy. I don't know. For real, even when I was just doing them, just doing Facebook. Yeah, this place used to be so overgrown.
Yeah.
Whew. Suppose it depends on how many people are using the internet in the area. Yeah, exactly. Except we're in the mountains, and
Not too much civilization around that.
YouTube is T-Mobile, and Facebook is T-Mobile. So it's the same carrier. Maybe I should attach my phone to oh, what the hell was that? Yes, feel spider webs.
Oh no, I get my coat on.
I see one. Maybe. Yeah, it's on top of you.
You see spider web?
I see a spider web on top
Okay, then it's a spider web. Jana, how's it?
Is it fixed at you, Joe? Or
Huh?
is your camera fixed to you? Or
No.
Nope, in the front.
It's facing front.
Just checking out your back.
So,
that's why I stay going further away.
yeah. Look at fireman Jubu over there. Well, they get the stripe, yeah. So.
Yeah, you like get run over? That's the reason why I get the stripe.
I know. No cars over here, I hope. Over here, like stop and tell story. This is where we would stop and tell Morgan's Corner stories, Theresa Wilder and all that. So the group would be right over here. What I gotta know, is it Grippy? What is Grippy? If you look up Kionaole Road, this is one of the most haunted roads.
To finish answer your question, I'm a real fan of
So I'm gonna put the camera stand here, putting my tripod down, and kind of replicate the tour, yeah? So like you guys are a person in the tour, and I'd be standing on the corner right over here, right on the right of the camera, and telling the story. So the story I shared the other night about the black shadow that came out and walked behind me. That happened right here, right? So the group is here, and I'm gonna go ahead and stand where I was on the tour. And on the back left is where the figure came out. I get one, not a flashlight. Hold on. There you go. That side over there, there was a black figure come out of the bush. Yeah. So I don't know how good you guys can hear me, but there's no light, and I usually tell the story right over here about Morgan's Corner and the turn over here and all that kind of stuff. And this was where the house was, but there was no more house over here. Yeah? And the black shadow came and walked up behind me, walked on the road. It was 7 feet tall or more, with the body of a man, and the head of a dog. So as soon as the girl pulled me, because I was on the side, like more towards the middle, and she pulled me over to the other side, away from the shadow, and then it went back into the bush over here and walked away. Now another thing was this tree over here, or one in the back. In fact, Dubu, you might like this one. We encountered what we believe to be capre. The capre is a Filipino over here. It's standing over here. We would smell the cooking of Theresa Wilder. Now, there's no houses. There's no houses anywhere. I mean, there's a house all the way down on the bottom that we walked by. See? Oh, who needs one drone when I get one tripod, yeah? So yeah, over here is, we'd smell the food cooking over here. We'd get the 2 red orbs right over here under this little tree, right? Right over here. And usually a blue orb over here. So we'd be here for about 5-10 minutes. And we would smell tobacco on this side. And we would see red eyes in the tree, and every now and then the tree would move. But I was mentioning that to one of our drivers one night, and he told me it's a capre. The capre in Filipino are sometimes guardians. It depends on your perspective, but it's these capre, they are big giants that can turn invisible, and they sit in the tree and they smoke the leaves of the tree, and their eyes are red. They have a belt that can make them invisible, and they just kind of sit there and hang out and watch over. And well, some people believe that they're guardians because they watch over you. Other people think that they're kind of perverts because they like to watch over little girls, you know, staring in the window, that kind of stuff. But I've heard a bunch of stories as well of the capre where, like, people have encountered it. Our bus driver shared a story. Hold on. I'm trying to make you guys not seasick. All right. So our bus driver would share the story with me about back in the Philippines. He was an older Filipino man. He remembers in the Philippines that they would have to walk to the city and sell their things every morning. So early down the road, and he remembers this one house. This one house had a big, I think he said mango tree. And whenever people would walk by that house, they would have to cross the street. They would have to cross the street and walk across the street from the house, and they would always eyeball the tree because something lived in the tree, and they could sense it and they could feel it, right? But he went to school. I think that was like right on his property, I think it was. And so he went to school across the street where the school was, and for lunch he would come home and eat lunch, him and his friends. So one day they came home, they were eating lunch right by the tree. And all of a sudden, like their backs are to the tree. All of a sudden, they hear this loud, like somebody dropped a huge boulder and it shook the ground. And they jumped and they looked around and there was nothing. And that was he told me that was the story of the capre. And I always found it interesting that over here we had the same things happening, because he told me it might be a capre over here. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? This is Hawaii. We have stories of everything over here. Filipino ghosts, Japanese ghosts, all kinds of stuff, yeah? So I will share with you guys a story over here, like kind of as it would. Could you guys hear me when I'm standing in the front? I'm gonna, you know what? Yeah, I'll go stand in the front again. I can't read the comments, so.
Oh, that's one of
Sounds good? Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, you know what? I'll still back here, right? So maybe we'll see. This is where we would smell food, yeah? Fresh food cooking over here. And we would smell cigar and see red eyes in the bush, and the tree would move. So we were told Gillen Capre over here.
Filipino capre,
Yep, Filipino Capre.
the giant troll that like
Hey, ma.
with people.
Yeah, that one.
On the Big Island, if you go, there's the three horseshoes, yeah. So you go into Lapu Hoi Hoi.
Uh-huh.
Once you get into that horseshoe, it smells of all sweet potato. And that's supposedly the menehune that
Oh,
is over there
nice.
with the sweet potato.
Nice.
Yeah, you can smell it. So when you guys are up there, you guys should go through that horseshoe.
Yeah.
Day or night, but the smell hits right when you enter the horseshoe, and as you're coming out, it dissipates.
Oh, nice.
Right, if you guys start smelling cigar, that's
Yeah. I know what your cigarette smells like, bro.
once my no, you don't know about the drums though. I did buy brand new drums.
Oh, okay.
So if you smell kind of like cigars, that's
Yeah.
me.
Okay. So over here, this is the story we would tell you. When I came up over here, this was Uncle Joe. We stopped right over here. We told the story of Theresa Wilder, right? 1948, there was a lady named Theresa Wilder. She was a caretaker of Dr. James Morgan's estate. He was off island, so she was taking care of the property, living in his house, and these two men broke out of a work detail. They were prisoners, John Polakiko and James Majors, and they had just deserted a work detail, and they were on the run from the law, right? And so they were all over Nu'uanu Valley until they smelled Theresa Wilder cooking her food. When they smelled her cooking her food, they broke in, and now this is where the story kind of differs, right? They went to take her food and eat because they were hungry, but I've also heard the story branch out to saying they went to rob her because here's this this old widow who's sitting in this house, this big mansion all by herself. She must have money, yeah. But they didn't do that. Either way, this really did happen. They did tie her up. They put a gag around her mouth, and I believe somehow they broke her jaw. And they tied her up and left her in the room, and they stole what they could and ate the food. And then let's go into the trees. Yep. And they left her. A few days later, she was found by the gardener. She had been dead for the whole weekend already. And so these two men, John Polakiko, James Majors, were caught a couple weeks later. And they were tried and sentenced for execution at the gallows over at Old Triple C. But at the time, this was 1947. Their trial lasted a while. 1951, right before they were to be executed, they were granted. It was canceled. There was a whole lot of noise because the only people getting executed in Hawaii were minorities, right? Which is ironic because in Hawaii at the time, minorities were the white people, but white people were never receiving the death penalty. Only Hawaiians and Asians were. It wasn't fair, and so they instead gave these two men life sentences in prison. And I did read an account where it said that they kind of died mysteriously. Like Polakiko died. What was it? Oh yeah. After good behavior, like about 20 years later or something, he was released. And as he was released, he died right as he was exiting the prison of a massive heart attack. The other guy, Majors, died in bed. He was released, put on parole, and he died in bed. He just didn't show up for his parole meeting, and he didn't die in bed. Nobody knew what happened to him because he vanished. Nobody could find him. And what I heard was, he just bailed. He dipped out. But another thing I read was he left his clothes lying in his bed, like his body was simply removed, underwear and all. So either way, it's mysterious. No one's seen or heard from him since. It would be good if he was actually alive. That would be kind of cool. He was on the live. But yeah, that's the story we would tell over here. Man, Why is it gotta rain tonight? And we'll go walk up a little bit more. We go walk up more. I was looking forward to going to that clearing.
It's further up.
Yeah, the one up there, and sitting down and relaxing over there. But now it's gonna be all wet. Yeah, I'm blessed enough.
I'm blessed. I'm not blessed.
Oh, so you're the reason why it's raining, huh?
You thought the rain to the window side, huh?
Yeah. Me and my farts. It's all condensing right now. It's my fart rain.
On the story where I was walking up the road, and that's where the black shadow jumped down. And this is where all the things started creaking, cracking. You would hear footsteps in the bush, that kind of stuff. That happened right over here as we're walking up the same road. And the bushes to the right, you'd hear like branches breaking. And as you could tell, not a lot of stuff in the... It's kind of hard to walk in there, huh?
Yeah, no.
They're like, oh,
Look at that.
yeah, they're like, oh, that's just Robert. Robert's following us in the bush, and he's gonna jump on and go boo. I'm like, yeah. You hope so. You hope so. So we got up over here to tell the It's supposed to rain the whole weekend, Joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I go find maybe I'll do a couple lives from inside my house. Oh, where's the kind of ginger? You guys spell that? Huh? No, it's California grass. I just got a big whiff of white ginger, which is very common for this area, but... Oh, is that it right there? Yeah, right there. Oh, thank you for moderating. I missed that comment. See, this place changed a lot, because this used to be all bush. And here, right over here, this tree, we would have people go hug. I think that was the tree. Let me see.
Did you hear that? Did any of you hear that?
No. What did you hear?
None of you guys heard that. Must be because you guys are quiet.
What, you heard? Psst.
No. There. That must be the road.
That's a truck.
No, but
Doom,
not
doom,
over
doom,
and over again.
doom, doom.
That must be the road.
That must be the road. I think that's just a big truck going over a, I don't know, railroad tracks. But yeah, this was where I stopped to tell the story, and this was the bush where that figure dogman thing, because I remember this right here. I was staring right down over here to look for the log that broke, and right over here was all bush. And so I walked right over here, and I was looking, and right in front of me had the growl and the stuff moving around back here, right here where I'm standing. I remember it very, very clearly. Whew. Yeah, that's where the growling in the bush was, right over there. Of course, that tree, we would tell the urban legend, right? One night, there was boyfriend and girlfriend, and they drove over here nighttime to, make out. Yeah, the kind. And then it got late, and so they went to leave, and the guy realized he cannot start up his car, and it starts pouring rain. And so the guy, being the gentleman he is, tells the girl to wait in the car, and he's going to go down the road and look for help. Find the phone, call a tow truck. And so she waits in the car. And he's gone. He's gone all night. Finally, though, she dozes off, and she wakes up as the rain stops. And she hears the branches and the leaves dripping on top of the roof. Drip, drip, drip. And she hears the wind pick up, and the branches are scraping the top of the roof. And then she dozes off again, wakes up again, And this time there are lights everywhere around her. Blue flashing lights. She looks around, there's police officers around the scene, around the area. One is knocking on the window to wake her up. And so she asks what happened. He's like, I'll answer all your questions later, but right now you need to get into my squad car. I gotta take you to the station. She's like, where's my boyfriend? He's like, I'll answer your questions later. So she goes to open the door, and the cop's like, wait, before you step outside, you gotta promise you just walk straight across. Don't turn around and look back. Let's go straight into the car, and we'll drive you to the station. So she gets out of the car, forgets her purse, turns around to grab her purse, and screams because she looks up and there's her boyfriend, gutted like a pig, hanging from the tree branch above the car. And that's when she realized the dripping was his blood and the scratching was his feeble attempt for help. This urban legend. What the hell is that?
I think that's the new guardian.
Bruh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say what the hell was that, but what on earth is that? Mace, how's it?
I think that's today's guardian. Okay.
Look, you want crystal?
Yeah. I think that's today's guardian.
This looks more like a marker.
Yeah.
It's one of mine. These don't look like Hawaiian rocks.
It's not. I think that's a modern day guardian.
A very cool looking one at that.
What kind of crystal is that? Quartz?
Yeah, quartz. There's a little locket over there.
Yeah.
I ain't touching it.
No, I already touched the glasses. So.
No?
I touched the glasses already.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Thought that was a Casa Jizo. Oh, okay.
Casa what?
Casa Jizo.
What's that?
Japanese shrine, I think.
No.
Like those little houses, right? That's the one.
Yeah, no, that can't be somebody. That's a new.
No. Yeah, but like upon.
That's a new age thing.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they. I never see them over Kona side. You know how they used to use all the white rocks, the coral rocks.
They stopped doing it.
Yeah,
but,
I'm so glad to see that. And
but
piling up rocks on the side of the road.
There's still people trying to put that shit. But at least somebody's taking it down.
They're writing their names and all of that with all the white rocks up.
And then they leave the stacks of rocks on the road.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that over here. I think people finally realize stacking rocks at the blowhole is a bad idea.
Yeah. Yep. You cannot. And you guys know that on the live. Stacking rocks and stuff is bad, yeah? Because you're offering rocks, but the rocks are not yours to offer. Right? So how you can offer something that's not yours? Yeah. But it's more than that. It's like, oh, I can go into your house and I go offer you kids. You know what I mean? Because the rocks are alive, yeah? And who are you offering them to? And somebody goes into your house, breaks into your house, and they just leave a bunch of your stuff piled on the table, all wrapped up nice, you know? It was, huh? I feel sweaty.
No, not that. I know you're probably sweaty because it's raining.
I'm not paying much attention. Give me a minute.
When we first walked up, my hair stood up.
Right.
Yeah.
But then as me and Joe kind of crossed the threshold, it was just kind of.
When we got out of the cars, dude, it was heavy. I kind of remembered how this place was before.
No, I was just more.
Oh, by the way, thanks for coming with me, guys. I don't know if I like to do this by myself.
You can do this during the day.
But nah, more fun at nighttime. Offering other spirits in Pohakus. No can, yep. Oh, the little child figure of the Jesus. Okay.
Well, I'm sure, yeah, with the overgrown kind of makes it a little creepier, yeah?
Oh, this was like big time overgrown, dude.
I actually go further whenever there's more creepy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta figure out why it's creepy, but then it stops being creepy.
No, me and Jello, we fucking trudge forward. That's our motto. We are.
After tripping out and looking at mist.
No, you know what? I think he's thinking because of that.
Good. That was funny though, dude. Imagine if you see something else, you know. Better get a number of a good mental health provider up on Big Island for the weekend. We can drop them off at.
Oh, you know somebody who
No, we should find somebody.
bring them to the old hospital.
Minsu, how's it?
Send them to the.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'll be perfect, bruh. Send Jello to the old Hilo Hospital with on camera and admit him too, you know.
He can go inside and then he can go and see all the burn ward people. They go to the
Yeah,
burn ward.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. He's gonna know for that.
Oh, maybe we should check ourselves in there too. Just hide our cameras. Huh?
There's not one trail going on there, but I'm pretty sure that's not a footstep.
Hmm. So this will take us further up to the Pali lookout if we walk in. Huh?
You see what I mean? That's gotta be the route.
Gotta be. Must be. That's two consecutive, I think.
Yeah.
What, you guys heard that dudung again?
Yeah. But I don't know what part of the road does that over here.
Well, inside, huh? But
I've traveled this road many. Like,
Yeah.
Like the H Street where you get the grills up inside the road.
Even Kamehameha Highway, no more plates. Huh? Oh, you know what it is? It's the crosswalk thing in front of HPU.
Either that or you know how they make the bumps on the side of the road now?
Yeah.
You start veering off over the line.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
That one is actually a little bit
no,
way
it's
too
not,
consecutive to be what we just heard.
it's more.
It's a different sound.
That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like. Not.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I heard the dudung, like a car going over the small speed bump, or the big speed bump, the speed hump. Oh, this looks cool. Big trees. Now, I'm gonna walk over here, right behind you. Yep, that's the hospital. Casino Hospital. I brought Madame Pele an offering of my own making, wrapped in tea leaf, set it down, felt a huge burst of energy. Oh yeah, that's when you got the Pokey picture. I wasn't on that tour yet, Jana. That was Robert, right? I shared with T the picture of your Pokey picture again, yeah? Oh, he loved that one. He said it was so cool. I think it was around here, the story I told the other night where we had the lady's face pop up.
We are at the front already.
Yeah. Okay, then it was a little bit further down. But this was like, to date myself, apparently 20, how old am I? 22, 23, 24, 25 years ago. What is that?
We are at the connection.
Yeah. Oh, that's graffiti.
Are we going underneath? Or are we just
Let's hang here for a couple minutes. Let me catch my breath.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, Robert.
You are. I'm not saying nothing, but.
What? I'm not saying nothing, but what?
No, he's confirming what I'm hearing.
What are you hearing, bro?
Somebody's walking behind us.
Somebody walking behind us.
Yeah. You can hear just like, somebody walking.
He's like right on my left. Like in the
Oh, like not back there,
Yeah.
right
No,
with
no,
us.
No, he's
close.
Okay. So I'm not. We don't need to worry about people.
But not a person because I've looked back twice now. And there's
Good,
nobody
good,
back
good.
there. My leg's not pretty far.
I'm glad it's a ghost. Yeah, that's Kionaole. Guy's story is they would drive up this way, and in this little area here is where they saw the car. Yeah. This is where me and my friends went to hang out. And I didn't even notice that there was a trail, but I did notice that there was a wall because it was so overgrown. And we walked up this trail, and that's when something grabbed the stick, threw it out of my hand, scratched my friend, and my other friend with the Nokia phone made him all something slimy on his hand. So yeah, that happened right over here. Oh, bro. We'll turn on my light here so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, this is cool. It is. It's nice scenery. Um, so Guy got me last night. Guy gave me his REM pod. So I want to kind of put that out over here and see how it works. I've never played with one before. REM pod. I want to say it's a proximity detector, but we'll see. This thing, I never bought them because they're like, what, a couple hundred per? Ah. I have before.
No, at night.
Yeah. Me, Guy, and Ivan, we walked from the Poly Lookout at night all the way down.
No, recently.
Recently. Nope, not recently. They have the little hale on the side.
You want to go one day?
Yeah.
That way. Go to the golf course.
Yeah. But like for me, tonight, yeah, I heard that too. Get somebody back there. Hold on, I'll try this thing out. I don't know how to use this. I changed the battery. There you go.
Could be the homecoming. Castle's homecoming.
Oh, the band.
Yeah, the band.
Hey, that's my daughter on the drums. I'm gonna go tell my daughter, hey, we could hear you over at down on the bottom of the Poly.
They just think Campbell and KR, but they're gonna get snatched.
Hey, I don't care.
Keep me Ilani, bro. Ilani is tough too.
I'll go text my daughter, play the drum 3 times. Then you hear boom, boom, boom.
I hear the REM pod.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see him. Okay, here's a REM pod. It's good at touching almost.
So what does it do, Joe?
So the closer you get to the antenna, see,
Oh,
the
okay.
different lights go off.
Gotcha.
You touch it, all the lights go off.
Well, what it is you break the EMF field that it's generating.
But it's not EMF because I tried doing it with my phone. Well, that's the electric EMF.
No, it's what it is it's generating a field around it. So whenever something breaks it, it tells you when it
Okay.
breaks it. That's how that works.
Oh, baseline is 0. Look at that. So we were at the Saramsville Rectory, and Eric had 3 of these in a row. And he was like, can you make it go off? And so one of them went off. He's like, can you make it go off on the yellow? And then one went off on the yellow. And then he started counting. He's like, I want you to do make the second one go off, and then the third one go off, and then the first one go off. And it followed. For like, yeah, for like 15, 20 minutes, he was sitting there telling every possible combination, and it would listen.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
There's no way science can.
Yeah. And they were like a good 4 or 5 feet apart. You know, that was cool to watch. So let's see. If there's anybody here, you can try to touch that. Is this thing still on?
Yeah, that is the, I guess that's what we're hearing.
That's different though than what we heard earlier. The one that I heard with you. That's a different sound.
No, yeah, that wasn't drums. Doo-doom, doo-doom. I think that was the tires. So I remember coming over here. This is where when we ran, our friends were sitting on the far wall drinking, yeah? And when that stuff happened, we ran, and that's when we started running out. The way we just walked up. And that's when we saw the lady's face in the bush. Brah, why is it raining and it's so hot? Can I get a little bit of like winter chill over here or something?
That's trade winds, huh?
Ah, bring some trade winds. Next week, going cold front. Now, Halloween is always sweaty, bruh. So this is, yeah, it's real muggy tonight. Let me think of, See, it was good fun. Ivan, and Guy. We walked all the way down from the top of the Pali Lookout, all the way down to the bottom, and nothing happened the whole time. And it was like 10 o'clock at night, except Ivan's legs got sore, and all of our legs got sore. Ivan had short legs, yeah. um, yeah, that was good fun. He kept going, like, "Oh, we almost there or what?" He didn't like complain, but he was so he was hurting. Ivan's a friend that passed away. But brah, I tell you, when he got down to the bottom, we jumped into that car. Oh, he was happy that he did this. He's like, I can't believe we did that. That must have been like 10 miles, you know. I want to say 2 or 3 hours. But we also kind of stopped and hung out, and you know what I mean. Did a little bit of investigating. What I wanted to do was take you guys up to the top of the Pali, um, into that little valley I told you guys about, right? Above Likeke Falls, where the mo'o is, right? Where there are many mo'os. You got the twin waterfalls and all of that. They got tea leaf plants, which I've always been taught is a wall. It like you put it around your house to keep all the ghosts out, or you put it around a place to keep all the ghosts in. So we saw tea leaves. Sorry, that's my cigarette. That's not a ghost. We saw there are tea leaves on the top of the ridge, on both sides of the ridge, going all the way down the ridge, like a big V. It's like a wall of tea leaf plants in the middle of there where nobody goes, which is really strange to me. It's like a wall. And the thing about tea leaves is they're not wild, yeah, kind. They don't have seed. They grow with the roots. You gotta plant them for the most part. You don't just watch them growing wildly. If you see them, there's probably a reason why they're planted in the middle of nowhere, because it's not the middle of nowhere. There's something significant in the area, you know. And so I guess it could be logical that somebody planted them on the top, and over time they would break and slide down the hill and reroot and break and slide down the hill and you know what I mean? But still, it's just maybe coincidence or something. It looks very heavy over there. Yeah, Jana, I miss Ivan too. But you know what? Every time I think of Ivan, I can feel him there. Sometimes, like, me and Guy will be hanging out, and I think of Ivan, and Guy looks at me. He's like, "Oh, brah, Ivan is here, yeah." You know, he's like, he looks in the back seat. He's like, "Oh, that's Ivan." You know, we could feel him, yeah. I did that. I did that last year. I went hiking up there in the daytime. I'll post the pictures of it. It was really cool. I actually stayed there for a few hours just to listen to the waterfall, and so I have audio recordings of the waterfall, just the waterfall for meditation and stuff. It was really cool. It wasn't that hard of a walk. But now the next step is take one drone and go and see what's above the falls. Yeah. I will share a story that Guy shared about that place. This one was one of the stories I hoped he shared, but he didn't. Um, the exact place I'm talking about, above Likeke Falls, right? So he used to work, I think he said Love's Bakery or some kind of bakery downtown. And Guy has always loved his ghost stories, yeah. So everybody kind of knew him for that. And a lady came up to him, one of his coworkers, this Hawaiian lady, and she's like, "Hey, Guy, do you know any priests?" And he looked at her and he's like, "Uh-oh, that's not a good way to start the conversation. What happened? Oh, cold now, huh?"
Yeah, the Caribbean came right
Yeah.
after we last one.
He's like, "Oh, what happened? You don't just randomly ask for a priest or a kahuna." And so she explained that her nephew went hiking up there, and when he came back down, he was a different person, and they don't know what's going on with him, but his personality changed. He was a very nice boy before, high school kid, straight A's, nice guy, everybody loves him. And then after that hike, he became dark, he became quiet, he starts swearing, he starts skipping school, flunking his classes, not doing his work. He starts neglecting his personal hygiene to the point where his fingernails are getting long, and they got dirt under them, and they start to look like almost like claws. And she said something else a little interesting is that his face started changing as well. Like his nose elongated and started going longer, and he started growing like rough patches of skin all over, on his cheeks, on his arms, and it looked like fish scales. They thought, right, something like that, like scales. And they finally got a hold of a kahuna. A few weeks later, he asked them, "Oh, hey, how's your nephew doing?" And she's like, "Oh, it was all good. We had to go down the old Pali Road, and the kahuna said we had to leave an offering that we cannot mention what it was, and we had to all pray. The whole family, the uncles, the aunties, grandmas, grandpas, everybody had to go down and offer a prayer and offer an offering because he upset a spirit. Apparently, what he was doing was he went up to the top, and they were on the ridge looking for the airplane that crashed over there, and they just started throwing rocks off the cliff. One of the rocks he threw off of the cliff was a spirit, a mo'o, and apparently the mo'o, the lizard person, the lizard spirit up over there at the pali, possessed him. He had no recollection. He remembers throwing the rock, and then he remembers waking up months later not feeling well, and he lost his hair. He was bolo head. He lost his hair during this whole ordeal, and it never grew back. So yeah, just, you think you're a teenager, throwing rocks is good fun, that kind of stuff. Well, you may want to think twice about that. Make sure that they're not spirit rocks and stuff like that, and things that can come alive and kick you in the okole later. I'm gonna see. The REM pod is another one. I guess we're gonna have to just set up at a location that we're telling stories at and leave it alone for a few hours. The tree. Yeah.
But it looks like somebody's looking down at us.
Yeah.
I kept looking at it, looked like the head was turning everything. Like the shape is changing. Looks like it's prominent shoulders.
Oh wow.
It's like
That's,
I'm staring at it for a few good minutes right now. Let's say. Yeah.
that's how the rock at Ulupo, the tree line at Ulupo looked. It looked like a pig laughing. Like a pig facing to the left, just laughing. When I would tell stories about Kamapua'a.
I don't know. It almost looks like a guardian looking down right here at this place too.
Yeah. Well, I feel protected. Let's see if we can get that. We could show that on the live. I don't think so. Let me turn off the light. Of course not. Oh, mean, yeah. You guys see that?
Looks like a shape of a man, though,
Yeah.
yeah?
Oh, not that one. It's the one behind that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I can't catch that on the camera. Sorry, guys. Looks like a giant.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's a huge person. Shake it off.
Bruh, that's a drum tune. Right? That's gotta be Castle High School.
Gotta be. Coming from that direction.
Yeah, that's gotta be Castle High School.
Yeah, the stadium is in that, or the field is in that direction.
Yeah, remember at the Pali, we thought one of the tours, we thought was drums. A couple weeks in a row, we get there at like 8 o'clock or something, and we hear drums. So,
Games usually start 7:30, yep. So
yeah,
that's about right.
it was the fireworks at the Hilton.
Oh, Friday nights.
Friday night,
Yeah.
same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that was like 8 o'clock or 7:30 or something. We'd always hear the drums, but they were all erratic. Yeah, that's why I'm like, can't it be night marchers? Because that's more steady, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, when I was working Century Center, we used to watch them all the time, Friday nights.
Yeah.
They do us the 3 to 11:30 shift, as a night shift, night supervisor there. So.
Are you seeing the mist floating by? There shouldn't be any mist now. No one's smoking. But there was mist earlier because we were smoking up here. Was there mist afterwards, Jana, when I went to go grab the REM pod?
Was it just down there? I thought I saw a mist down there. It's now gone.
Okay.
But right after you said it, like there was like this little column.
Like right down there.
Yeah. Not that far from us.
So Matt he thought he saw mist too, yeah. Yeah, I got the REM pod. First thing I'll grab. Hey, genuine love. How's it?
Just small, but narrow.
Mm.
One person missed.
Someone's walking up the road. Well, you get Jubu over there. Huh? Okay, let me try to focus a little outward rather than focusing on here real fast. Give me a minute. We got the usual. Huh. That's funny.
When they said that, when you said that, someone's walking up the road, I did get chicken skin real quick.
I Bro, that's not the drums, dude. That's a lot for the drums. And that's not even a... What the fuck was that? Sorry. It sounded a lot closer, man.
Oh, but it was like right behind us.
One of the leaves just went boom, boom. Oh, that made me jump. I was not ready for that. It's like, what, bro? Put the REM pad back. Put the REM pod back down. Oh, I have no idea. You heard that too, on the live. There's no wind. You can see that was right here. That was something that was right here.
That was heavy too, like
Yeah.
a heavy rock kind of thing, like, you know, came rolling down. And I don't see any rocks up there.
What's up, brother? What's up? Go down Kionaole. All right.
Yeah. That's the wind, where the wind coming from.
Yeah, dude, something's right back here. You know.
This is right here.
You never heard that.
Yeah. But there's also, well, you guys can't see because you're actually close to the but there was a red light up there. I don't know if it was a car.
Huh.
There was a standing red light for a while up. But I'm thinking it's a car because it's sitting up
Is
for a
that
while.
is that clouds? Hold on. Is that no? So my eyesight is really bad.
Yeah, because you got your camera right in your face.
Well, it's even though it's still bad, that ain't gonna work. That's lights, yeah, on
Yeah,
trees.
lights from the body.
Okay. Well, they look like spider webs. Okay, good.
Yeah, if you go to Kionaole side, we are,
See-
and look up, you'll see the lamp.
Yeah.
But
So if it was one
the
of
red light, right, you see where that little thing is? I don't know. I'm gonna shoot there. Right above this tree line right now. Had one red light all the way up there. It was on there for a little bit. Yeah, that's the tree.
No, that sounded like something had fallen or shaken the leaf or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't like a bird. That was something heavy.
Yeah, no, I was pointing up there at the giant thing. It's like, oh, that's a tree. It's like, been watching us.
We can zoom in on stuff on top of you guys. Zoom. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I knew it was a tree, but it was just like, what, I couldn't catch my eye, and it started to look like the head part of it was moving back and forth.
So here's my light, and I can zoom too. Hold on. It's like something. Yeah, it's like something rolled down the mountain, but you only heard it once. You only hear it go doom, 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 like it should have. All right. Well, that's cool. I can zoom in on Facebook too. Hey, look at that.
right now. So
No, I don't know about frog. That was not a frog.
choosing not to. See?
You're choosing not to. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's go look inside and see what we can find.
I'm pretty sure they're asking Joe to go here. Joe,
Ah,
is that alright?
Red eyes, huh? Saw red. I saw that red.
you saw red eyes.
Over here, bro.
Where is
Joe,
it?
I'm telling you, they want you to go help take part Kionaole.
Okay, we go.
Where were the red eyes? Down. Okay, we go follow the red eyes. Whoop, that's a step down. Yeah, there's a wall, like a bridge. Yeah.
It's a stream. Yeah, I heard the stream, but there's no way it can float red eyes right here.
Nah, bro, you don't know, bro. That's how red eyes work. They float down the stream. Well, that's a nice relaxing noise, huh? Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. I'll meet you guys on the bottom. I'm rolling.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where that light comes from. No, over here, Joe. Oh,
Up in the trees.
no, I'm noticing electric line.
That goes all the way down.
That means this whole, if
Uh-huh.
this is live, that means this path is where it's more haunted.
Up down there, too. You know, an electrical wire. We'd always bring the EMF meter and it would always go off.
Yeah, that's when you put away your EMF because there's no need for it to do that this way.
Well, 'cause, some of the guides like to excite the people and not put out the wires.
Not see nothing about the wire.
Yeah. Yeah. So we always still use them. The orange and the clear one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna go all the way around though. 'Cause you see the slope?
Yeah.
You gotta climb back up.
Yeah, I know. So where are we going? How far down?
No, we're here.
Oh, hello.
Okay, just
More
so you
gravity
know,
happening.
when I was over here, something called me, you know how you guys go down, right? Something called me from over here, and then it stopped.
Auditory?
Yes.
Or auditory?
Yeah. And then when I got here, it stopped.
Okay.
But now that I know get up here, you see that shit? This can affect what's happening too, you know.
Yeah, high EMF can also make hallucinations and stuff. And I don't know if this is high EMF.
Well, high
It's,
EMF.
it's
you need-
EMF.
In order for
You're
you to
smoking.
get those,
Oh, you're
yeah, yeah.
smoking. Okay. I saw the mist going through the light.
In order for you to, oh, that's the noise I'm hearing over and over again. What do you call? In order for you to actually get a heavy influence on this, scientifically, you should be in that field for at least 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It doesn't happen when you automatically just walk.
It's like living under power lines.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not.
the light source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Shining
street
down
light.
right here.
The one that's causing the light. That's why I said
Should I put down the REM
Light
pod
came
again?
from the-
Huh?
Something wanted us here. Should I put the REM pod down?
maybe. Put it here. I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
just
give it to you.
Basing on how I feel.
Yep.
Maybe
My attention is elsewhere tonight.
30 yards down there. Maybe at the end. Is it at the end of the bridge, or the bridge keeps going? Yeah, bridge goes. You see where that dry spot right there, Joe? Right there.
Yeah, right there. Perfect. The dry spot.
So there might be a whole reasoning for
Yep.
why there was a hole. I think that's what we do.
That might explain fucking
No, I've been trying to catch with the smoke. That's what I've been trying to do. That's why there's somebody watching on the other side. You know how I was faced towards the bridge, right?
Right.
Barrel to the side, on the hill. Come over here, Joe. You're too close.
Does it have to calibrate or something? There we go.
Yeah, it needs to heat up first. Like all spirit boxes and all apps there.
So, does it have a red light on?
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Oh. There's green. Look.
Yeah. Now, I can't say it's a spirit because look at what's above it right now.
Hi, can you turn on the green light? Could you make the green light go off?
Joe, did you acknowledge whoever's here?
Oh, yeah. Aloha. Protocol. Thank you. Here's the green light. So, we're here to hang out, talk story, share stories with you guys. We did share some stories. I told a lot of stories about here already, but I kind of wanted to be here again because it's been a while since I've been down here, and it always brings back pleasant memories, apparently. Pleasant and terrifying. With that said, we're just exploring. With your permission, of course. If you want us to leave, let us know, and we'll leave. Otherwise, thank you for allowing us down here, yeah? Auloa pilikia. We don't mean any disrespect. We don't mean any trouble. No problems. What was that?
That's what I've been hearing.
That doom. You never heard that?
No. You heard that? No.
What the heck?
You heard that, right?
Like that doom?
No.
No.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like a,
You heard that.
Bro.
I know that was pretty loud.
You're right.
what was that? That's not a lizard, huh?
Right
No.
while I'm facing that way. Too.
I don't know of any lizard that does that yet.
And it's going down the stream too.
So if you like, could you try to turn on the blue light this time?
Or better, Joe, just ask them to just turn on any light.
Okay.
Okay. So
We got
just
green.
any light.
It's all blue.
Okay, if you get closer, the blue will go. Or if you try harder, keep trying. I don't know if you guys can see this on the live. Yeah. I zoomed in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mahalo. So Eric had those, and we used to use them all the time. They wouldn't go off. I always thought because Hawaii. Oh, now the blue light, look. I always thought because Hawaii is too humid.
If you guys see a mist, that's just me blowing smoke.
Okay. So I'm going to ask questions, and if you would like to answer, okay, green will be yes. Okay, let's stop. Let's go back down the baseline. Could you step away for a moment? Thank you.
Okay. I guess it might.
Okay. So, are we welcome here tonight? Is that the red light?
Yep.
Because it's completely skipping the yellow. Oh, I hear something walking down there to our right.
I'm right behind you. Just in case I call him.
So we're going to bring up that when we got out of the car on the other side of the road, we smelled garbage,
Yeah.
rotten. It just passed us.
I wonder if that was a sign though.
Yeah.
Maybe telling us something.
Joe, ask him something in Hawaiian.
Yeah, I don't speak fluent Hawaiian. Ovai koinoa. Aloha. Akua? Akua, how you say Keia is here, yeah? Are you? Oh, well, that's sort of going off. Oh, Uhane? Uhane. Kepalo. Kupua. Is there a kupua here? Kupua Keala. Hmm. Somebody, you can, okay, Akua Kea? Do I know you? Do I know of you? Okay. Can you bring it back to stopping? Could you make it, could you step away for a moment? Five, four, three, two,
Okay.
one. Thank you. Are you Madame Pele?
Did you, Matt, did you hear that?
Are you Madame Pele? Are you the faceless lady? I don't think you're the faceless lady, baboose.
No,
Oh, the thing is going all colors now, though. I thought, right when I said faceless lady, I thought of somebody. Are you a man? Are you male? Is your name Didi? Do you know Didi? Okay, this is... Are you Wahine? So it said Pele, yeah? Pele was getting a big reaction. I don't think Pele is going to sit over here and use the REM pod.
Joe, you remember the name of the caretaker of the old Hollywood?
The rock?
No, the old man who used to sweep up the road during the in the time when they never had the highway.
No. Bruh, that right over this side is really freaking me out, man.
Look, it's quiet now. So my guess is right.
Are you the caretaker of the Pali? He aha ka... Sorry, I'm reading this now. He aha ka ohana? I'm sorry, let me try to get this a little bit better for you guys here.
He speaks more Hawaiian than English. That's why I think you guys are.
He aha ka ohana? Let me try to go a little bit more back. You guys might be able to see a little bit better on YouTube.
What's a kepalo?
Kepalo is like is what people use the word for demon. Oh, so I'm gonna try to walk up to it and see if the responses will stay the same, like closer.
Joe.
Yeah. Yes, no?
Wait.
Yeah.
You have a K2 with you?
No. I have one in the car. I don't ever use the K2.
I think he walked up, you know.
Huh?
I think he walked up to the camera.
Oh, he walked up to the camera. Bruh, I just saw...
I think it's the guy.
Okay.
I've
never heard of him.
The guy who used to, he used to patrol the old H1, I mean not H1, the old
poly.
He had a hooch up on the poly.
I've never...
Come down.
I've never seen that. I've never heard that.
It's gone now because the avalanche that happened. It destroyed all that.
Well, there wasn't any hutch down there.
Yeah, there was. I remember a witch over there back then.
Okay, well, that happened after I quit a while of ghost tours. And all the way up until that, dude, I would walk down there a lot. And there would be nothing.
Yeah, Joe, I think he came up to the camera.
Okay.
He's probably walking away now. Well, walking back to that area. Because we're not taking pictures of the guy up.
Maybe he thinks we're rubbish and you gotta sweep us up.
No, he's probably pissed at me because I'm dropping butts.
Dropping what? Yeah. Grab Juba's butt. I mean
Yeah.
butts.
Okay, he's mad. It is true. Yeah.
That was me.
What is that?
Monster energy drink.
Okay,
Sorry,
where's the
that
butt?
was a little bit louder than I thought it would be.
Where's the butt? I see.
Oh, that scared me too.
I'm sorry. I won't do that. Yeah, see. I dropped the butt right here.
Ah,
Like in the last few minutes.
okay. So, ikalamai?
Thank you, sir.
Ikalamai yao.
If you are, we're picking it up. I don't know if you understand because I'm talking English. But if you are the caretaker, I'm sorry. Can you come closer to us? Leave that REM pod.
Ikalamai opala. Aole. I sound like Uncle Joe. Aole opala.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be Uncle Joe, you gotta yell it.
Oh, yeah.
Jump around too rather than
Yeah. Here. Okay. Heaha Kauhana, what are you doing? Is it the guy who turned into a rock because he wasn't paying attention? No, that's the story Robert told you. That's what I was thinking too. Jubu said it was a guy who used to have a little hutch up on top of the Pali Lookout. Yeah. I'm thinking that Mr. is the people behind me. And he used to come down and clean the roads. Charles Kaualoha? Kaulaloha? Kaulaloha. Thank you, Genuine. Thank you. Charles Kaua. My brain went to say Kaualoha.
And it's constant.
We're right behind the camera, Jessica. That's a REM pod up there. And it changes color. But we had it on for about 5-10 minutes before and nothing happened. Nothing came up. Now we're putting it down here and something's coming up. So aloha. That's strange. I will tell you that there's something over to the left down here. Keeps making noise, walking around. It's kind of a little freaky to me. Pakua Nui. Can I grab my REM pod?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And he's backing away, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, look, I walk it forward and it stopped and it's slowing down. Oh, that is something, huh? Hey, Kalamai, let me try walk back. Pakua Nui. Look. The further away I get, the thing go back on.
I think it's just doesn't like that camera thing you're doing. You know the camera?
Yeah. That's...
Okay, it's on. See. Let's see how the light will go.
So this is the device here where I can share stories with other people without bringing them here.
He's moving back and forth.
So they're looking on their TV right now and they're watching this and hearing the ghost stories and stuff. And so the light is so that people can see where I'm walking and so I can see where I'm walking. So Ekalamai. Oh, this feels a little heavy. Thank you. This device over here just communicates. Charles Kaula Loha.
In the old countries, in all fucking Filipinos, when they live the campsite, they constantly push it so that they can soak the energy so they can use it. I think that's you now. Yeah, that's you now. That's so fun.
Whoa, that wasn't me.
No, that's you, Joe.
No, no, no. That's not me. Watch. Like this, I could do this. Nothing. Look. Nothing. You gotta get close to it. I'm an inch or two away from it.
Oh, you fucking never. Don't tell me you never seen that. No, but besides where you go, that's the leaf falling from the top.
Thank you. Mahalo.
You never see that. When he was bent over. Oh, fuck.
Look at the leaf, bro. What you saw?
No fucking way.
What you saw? You fucking tell me.
What? What's going on?
You know that leaf that fell on your right side?
No, what leaf?
There was a leaf that fell on your right side.
Okay.
Okay, while you was fucking around with the REM pod, there was on the bottom by your knee, there was a kind of like a flash, a slight flash, a dull flash by your knee on your right side knee.
When I was down here doing that,
There was a flash. Right
there was a flash on my knee.
Focus on the leaf, man. Watching the leaf, mate.
Oh, lovely.
I was like, oh, that's why I had to ask if you see that.
A flash on my knee.
Yeah. You know when you was fucking around with the REM pod?
Yeah.
That leaf, when that leaf fell down, there was a dull flash that happened right at your knee.
Oh.
That's why I had to ask if you see that. Because I mean, I know you've seen that leaf.
I was so focused on the leaf,
And
man.
then
Like,
it came
watching,
down,
like,
and then
oh, this leaf.
just when it touched the ground, the fucking the dull. It's a dull. It's not a flashlight, but
Right.
a dull light. Like imagine having your light almost dead and it lit up by your knee.
Cool.
So, you know what? I really think this is the guy. You know,
Okay.
Joe. He's nothing to be.
No.
It's nothing evil.
No. But he's.
He's probably kind of lonely because no one really fucking
Come
come back
back
here.
here,
All
Yeah.
he sees is the people up there. And the occasional mountain biker and dog walker
Ah.
and all that shit.
You know what? We're gonna go right back up there again to the little clearing. If you like, come follow us up there. You can follow us up there.
I'll move out of the way.
I'm gonna put the REM pod back up over there, right where I had them before, and nothing happened. And if you
Whoa.
want to play with it,
Was that you?
Yeah.
That was you, Joe. Okay.
yeah. And if you want to play with it up there, you're more than welcome to. We'll hang out for a little bit. Maybe I'll tell a ghost story for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
It was going green and it was going blue and red. I didn't see yellow at all. Did you guys see yellow?
I thought I saw oranges.
Okay.
I don't know if orange is actually on that.
Yeah, I don't know, me neither. This is my first night of using one.
But I saw somebody up here earlier when me and Joe was back here and we were talking to
Oh,
them.
for real?
Yeah.
that. Right there.
Wish.
What we're talking about?
Uh-huh.
About Joe here.
It's right about here, Joe. And I was...
Okay.
Right there.
I stick them right over here.
Right there. It's not like you that's staring at me from where I need to leave that over there. No, I'm gonna stand right here.
REM pod going on.
Oh, my phone kind of like right here.
It is orange. It's not yellow.
I'm gonna stand right here.
So if you're good with good intentions, you can come close. My guardians will let you into the bubble, but have good intentions, please. Yeah. You watch. I'm just playing.
We're on far.
So that's how close you gotta be to it. I mean, look. Nope. Nope. I'm standing here playing with this. I want to search you on baseline. I don't know how the heck this thing is going. Okay, there we go. I wanted to start off at 0 baseline. Maybe I'm gonna turn off the light. Maybe you don't like the light. Try to aim this a little bit more down. You know what? I'm just gonna go down a little bit more. Dang it. Bro, you know what? Castle's done because my daughter texted me already. So we're still hearing that noise, huh? I just heard him again.
I just heard it.
I just heard it again, bro. That's why I said. Doom, 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 doom.
It's gotta be that.
Bruh.
Is that HBU?
Perhaps, yeah, that might be it, but let's put you guys a little lower so you guys can see the light a little better. I need to zoom in. All right, there we go. Let's see the red. Bro, what is going on? That's not gonna work. Okay, turn the light off. Let's see. So, aloha, kupuna. Anakala, aloha. If you're here, can you turn on the light again? Maybe there's a barrier that he cannot pass. But look, this thing not doing anything anymore. Huh? So we'll give it another couple minutes. Let's sit down. I will share a story and see if you guys like the story. Let me think of a story. Maybe I'll share a story. You know what? I have a lot of stories up here. Let me think of one. I think a lot of these stories have been like shoved into the back of my brain because a lot of them are scary, yeah. I just looked up again this road tonight before I got here. And what I read was when they built this road, they found several thousand human skulls building this road. And the interesting part, it says because of the Battle of the Pali is why they found all the human skulls when they built this road. But we're talking about a stretch of road that is like 15 feet maybe wide. Imagine what's on the left and the right of that, right? And this does not run under the Pali Lookout either. So go figure. All of the people that jumped, their bones are still there, maybe. But though these weren't the ones taken into account when they counted. That's my drink. Tell them, light it up if they like the story. Yeah, so light it up if you guys want to. I'll tell you what, light up the thing if you want to hear a story about up here. Yeah, there's nothing, dude. Look at that. Well, too bad you're gonna hear one anyway. Bro, I'm just like covered in sweat, dude.
Me too.
Yeah, nothing. Is Theresa Wilder a spirit that comes here? Is she a spirit that comes in this area on this road? Is there a spirit named Theresa Wilder, John Polakiko, or James Majors? How about Dr. James Morgan? Huh? What about her?
That's the one probably gonna be the one over here. Not them.
Yeah, I know. The girl that got murdered here. Um, oh, so I will apologize. Huh? I'm hearing noises, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause you brought up the girl. With your permission, I'd like to tell the story of that little girl here. And my apologies go out to the Ohana. It was a tragic loss. It was, yeah, it was a tragic loss. She should not have died. And I'm so sorry for your loss. On my end here, I tell stories of the supernatural and spirits who come back from the. They come back. And I assure you, it is my honest belief that although people see her from time to time, 50 years later, it is my belief that she is already at peace. I have heard many people tell me she is at peace, she is in heaven. Maybe she comes back here to hang out. Maybe it's not her that comes back, but somebody that looks like her. Maybe it's a repeat haunting, maybe something like that. So I'm just going to tell right off the top of my head. 1974, so I might get some of the details wrong. There was a girl, there were two girls, 15-year-old and two 15-year-old girls in Kailua. They were walking down by where boat ramps is, Kailua Beach. One girl was, she went by the name Dawn Bustamante, and the other girl went by the name of Cherry Verdugo. As they were walking, the story goes, as they were walking along by Kailua Beach, oh, man, a white Valiant car, one of those old cars, a white Valiant pulls up and forces these two girls in at gunpoint. And the driver is said to be a guy named I forget his name. He was a Marine and he was from the mainland. He was stationed on Kaneohe Marine Corps base in that white Valiant. And so he drove them up over here through Kailua, up the Pali, and they came onto this little road. And they came onto this little road over here. He drove to where I'm sitting right now. And he parked in this little area in between Kionaole and Auloa Road. And then he forced himself upon her. Then, following that, he wraps his hands around her neck and chokes her until she passes out. Then he turns to Cherry Verdugo and starts doing the same to her when Dawn wakes up, jumps out of the car, and runs down Auloa Street the way that we had walked up. The guy, Edmonds, freaks out, jumps out of the car with his his revolver gun, I forget which gun it is, pardon me, and he runs down the road and runs after Dawn. Cherry takes this opportunity to run the opposite direction down Kionaole Road. As Cherry is running down Kionaole Road, she hears the gun fire several times, and she keeps running and keeps running. And she finds somebody for help. She finds somebody. They get a hold of the police. They get a hold of Dawn's parents, and the police come here and they're looking for her. The dad comes here and they're looking for Dawn or Dee Dee. And it was the father, it was said, to have found her further down the road, face down in the mud, shot through the back of the head. This crime till today goes unsolved. Nobody knows who did this because they could not prove anything back then. But Edmonds became a suspect when a bunch of Marines turned him in, saying that he was acting very nervous. He had girls' clothes in his car. He had, that kind of stuff. And just a bunch of guys turned him in, saying that he was the one that was acting suspicious with blood and all this kind of stuff in his car, but they could not find enough evidence to arrest him. And so the crime till today remains unsolved. They even brought him back in 1999 to stand trial because we finally have the technology where we could identify the DNA. Although it's about 20 years old at the time, they could still, or 25, sorry, they could still test the DNA against Edmonds. did not match. Again, Edmonds stood trial, and they could not convict him of anything, and so he was set free. And this young girl is said to still be on this road. People will see her on this road. I have never seen her, but I don't look in the pitch black for things that are invisible. Um, but but in the tour, there have been many times where we have encountered her, where people would see her. Lopaka Kapanui writes about this, and I will testify that this has happened on her tour as well, where somebody will say, "Where's that girl with the brown hair and the glasses? She was standing right next to me the whole night that you were telling the stories up here." And there was none. I show them a picture of Dawn, and that's the girl he would see standing next to him in the group. We do head counts sometimes, and we would always get one more person, that kind of stuff. When I would tell stories on a hot night, I would move my hand as a gesture, and even though it would be hot, it would gesture through a spot of air that was ice cold, frosty, right? And so, yeah, that would be Dawn. She was there listening to the story. I know this because on that night, one of the stories I loved to tell was a girl in the group that said she could see the girl standing next to me. And I even moved my hand through her, and that's when I felt the cold spot, right? She's not a bad ghost, of course not, right? I think she's been crossed over many times already, because so many people on the tour would come over here, and even before the story, they would explain to me who this girl was. They would explain to me how she died. They would explain to me a lot of things, right? So yeah, that's the story of Dawn Bustamante. She's buried at Temple Valley Cemetery. As I've said before earlier this month, I don't think that that's the official. I think that's the official story, but I don't believe it's true. I think there's another variation or another rendition of it. Taro and T, hello, on YouTube, I think, right? Yeah. So I think there's another rendition of this where Edmonds was actually innocent, and they tried to set him up. The story Guy told over here is where we're sitting. This is where he saw a ghost car a year after. He was just telling me when we were here. He's like, we were driving around here, 1975. And he had to think about it, because I'm like, you sure it was 75? It was a year after the murder. And he said, there was a white Valiant parked over here. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, there was a white Valiant, looked like it had a couple military guys inside, They drove by and the car vanished, apparently. That kind of just lended a little bit more to the story. Sherry Verdugo was the one that testified, and in her testimony, for being such a traumatic experience, she remembered every single turn, every red light, everything on the way from Kailua Beach Park all the way up here. In her trauma, she remembers the color of the car. She remembers this. She remembers the pearl-handled gun, the handgun as well. She remembered every little detail. It's very possible that these details were gone over again and again and again and again as a cover-up. That's just my thoughts, though. Look, the REM pod did not go off the whole time. Huh? Fascinating. I wonder. If you guys like the story, could you light it up? Maybe I'm too close to it. I'm going to try to move a little further back. Move it a little further back. I'm not going into those bushes. You know what was the different element was too? We had the light on last time, yeah? I don't think so, because as you can see, you have to get up close to it to trip it. I remember that much about the meter. when we would play with Eric's one. I'm gonna try to put him down here.
Yes, sir.
Think there might be some kind of barrier over here that he can't come past?
I don't think it's a barrier. I just think he doesn't want to come over.
Or maybe it's easier to manifest into the lines.
Yeah, it's probably easier underneath those things. Because you gotta remember, in order for a manifestation to actually happen, it needs to draw from somewhere. There's also a stream there, Joe. So he has other than that power line, there's the stream that's actually causing that thing to also help down there. But the problem with me, or what I think is the problem, is the power lines. It's hard to use devices like that based upon electric grid.
Perhaps he's manifesting from the energy.
The water itself, the movement, the kinetic energy created through the movement of water changes everything from passive to kinetic. Yeah, it's because it's a stream.
So, if there's anybody there, could you light up the light? Could you touch the light? Could you make the color green?
On the mainland, they would consider that a book, where you can barely hear, but you can hear it.
It's so strange. This thing was just chatting up a darn storm a little while ago. Bruh, how come I cannot? Here we go.
You got a book is hard. You basically gotta listen carefully. But that's a rock. It's a rock, kind of like a
Oh,
rock wall.
too much.
So it's easier for water to go through.
Bruh, I'm still learning to zoom in. Sorry.
Yeah, underneath.
There, whatever. Okay, if you don't have anything left to say, then I'm gonna take the REM pod and put it away. Mahalo. That was fascinating.
He's still online.
I will say, it's not very convenient to turn this thing on and off.
What are they saying?
Huh?
What are they saying?
Nothing, they're just watching.
Nobody over there sensitive?
No, they were saying that there was something around us.
Yeah. Not anymore though.
Yeah, not anymore. That was back when things were happening. Yeah. Whew. They were Googling. I think they found the name of the guy. Charles Kaulaloha.
Yeah, it's based on what I remember is he was the one who maintained the old poly, not this bull crap.
Oh, he maintained them.
Yeah, he
Cool.
maintained it from the top to the bottom. That was his job.
Yeah. What kind of job is that, bro? That's horrible. Hope he got paid good.
No, he liked it. That was he loved doing it. He could meet people.
Huh?
That was the whole. Based on what I. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
Oh, all right, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna call it for the night, guys. I'll let you guys know if anything else crazy happens, but I think I'm just gonna go hang out, chill out, and actually hang out with people who are here. You know, oh man, so putty this thing. Oh, look, the ghost smoking cigarette next to me. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, feels real still now. Feels good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm doing, but it'll be good. We'll see you guys later. Aloha.